Echoing across the sandy landscape on the U.S. southern border, young voices shouting for water. Already on Texas soil, technically, having already illegally crossed the Rio Grande, hundreds of migrants camp out between the barbed wire and the border wall, waiting to be processed for asylum. Title 42 still in effect. For this group, that means they could be immediately expelled by U.S. border officials. The pandemic-era policy offering no guarantees for their asylum claims to be heard. If it expires Thursday, Title 8 takes over, requiring asylum officers to process each claim, potentially overwhelming border officials already strained. Worsening this humanitarian crisis, the heat, some 90 degrees at midday. You see people bundled up in winter coats and blankets, useful for the night chill, and to shield themselves from the scorching sun. We watched some Mexican locals arrive to help the group of migrants, mostly from other parts of Latin America. They carry boxes of pizza, bags of snacks, water, and soda. But it's not a handout. They sell them to desperate customers, who then crawl back under the barbed wire with their purchase, as others wait for their fill. But this, only a small portion of the tens of thousands in Ciudad Juarez determined to cross. Nearer to the city center, scenes similar to what's already happening, and perhaps more of what's to come in U.S. border towns.
So for those migrants here in Ciudad Juarez who aren't in a shelter and aren't camping out along the border, some of them are just trying to find places to call home for a few days, a few weeks. One young woman told me she's been here 6 months. We're essentially in a construction zone that's been an abandoned building turned into a makeshift shelter of sorts. A lot of tents around me. Some have used blankets to cordon off certain areas and then put a mattress if they're lucky, or just some bedding on the floor. Then you look around on the outside and you can see clothes hanging up. This is where they've set themselves up ahead of any potential crossing.
This as more migrants, by the hundreds if not thousands, arrive hourly into this Mexican border city. Long, dangerous journeys behind them. And by no means is this their last stop. They crowd around a hose of running water to wash up and drink. This man skipping the line, going to the source, bathing under the leak. Back at the wall, rumblings of hope. A truck from the U.S. side approaches, water shooting from the sides, helping to cool the hot sand, but also sparking false hope. Some in the crowd rush to fill their empty bottles, as others warn it's not for drinking. That doesn't quench desperation.